guys, and welcome to this week's budget review. For those of you who are just tuning in, I did switch over to the Hemlock and Oak 2025 weekly. I've been using the daily planner for the last 2 years, but just to condense and slim things down, we did switch over to the weekly, which has been just absolutely wonderful. I am loving this planner so much. Again, I'm still working through the self-reflection, guys. I'm just really wanting some like quiet time, time to reflect, and apparently 2025 is not providing that. Okay, so I did set the first goal for the year. Again, it's to keep the store cards at a balance of 0. Again, since I'm on a debt payoff journey, any balances that I keep on these accounts, it takes funds away that I could be using to pay on the actual debts, which I really, really need to, you know, get a move on with those. But life has a way of doing things. I do have the habit of $5 a day. Again, we can see I have not had the opportunity to put it in the planner, but I am doing the $5 a day savings goal. That gives you roughly about $1,800 at the end of the year. It's one of the fastest ways I know of doing the emergency funds. So I've been doing that for quite some time. And again, one day it's gonna go in the planner. Okay, the daily framework. This again was new, since this is my first time using the Hemlock and Oak Weekly for a budget planner. I have done this for a personal planner, but the thing that I like the most about completing this page is it showed me the best times to work on my budgeting and my finances. Normally this was something that I would do after I came home from work, and we can see like the energy is really low. I've started working on my budgeting and that right around this time, and it's actually helped improve the way that I think about moving the monies, how I'm going to use funds, that type of stuff. So oddly enough, this is probably one of my favorite pages. And again, it has you list the self-care activities, and the thing that I enjoyed the most about this is learning that the majority of them, I'm going to say pretty much all of them, all of the activities that I enjoy doing that help calm me down, they're free. So they don't really cost anything. There's no extra expenses. So that was kind of nice to get to see that. And again, I just do a nice little vision board, just to show that like these are the reasons why I'm budgeting, because I want more of this in my day-to-day life, which, yeah, looking at this, like I could definitely use some of this right now, because I mean 2025 has just been, especially February, has just been it's just been chaos. Just sheer chaos this year. So I'm hoping with the change of the seasons it kind of calms down. So again, I do like taking mini breaks in here. It helps assist with doing the chapters and that. So we are going to take a quick break, and I'll be right back to get into the whole yearly budgeting system. Alrighty, so they give you this 2 years at a glance page. What I like to do with this is I use this for my projected payoffs. Um, Again, I am in the middle of a debt payoff journey. We've been, 2 years for sure. Granted, I've been working on this for like 10 years. It was a lot worse than this, guys, but 2 years filming, And what I do is I just try to keep it as simple as possible. Whatever debt accounts that I still have, I just list from the smallest to the greatest, and just keep basically pounding away at the smallest amount until it's gone, and then I move on to the next account. Um, yeah, I mean, I know it looks bad, but let me see. Let me see if I could find one of the earlier ones. I do, I do always like to show yins this. Just you know. So yeah, this is where we've been. This was 2 years ago. So it is slowly getting better, guys. And the thing that I've done with this is it shows you the importance of the interest. It's something that you really don't think about. You're just like, oh, I owe X amount of dollars on this account. But the interest really does add up quickly. And so, I don't know, it just definitely showed me the importance of having low interest on any of these accounts. So, like, I know for some of you may just have one or two, so this looks extremely scary. At one time, I know that I had probably 20 plus revolving accounts. My 20s, guys, my 20s was, yeah. So that's how you get into this type of mess. So like I said, I just have them listed smallest to greatest, and then I created my own little debt tracker, and each of these blocks is $10. Granted, it's not like perfect. I think this gives me, yeah, 15,300. Technically, I owe 15,354. No, that was January 1st, so the amount's going to be different now because of interest and payments. But like I'm just filling in the blocks, guys. Every time I make a payment, it gets put into blocks. It just gives me that little bit of visual motivation of saying this is what we've paid. Okay, and then if anything else does change from these, like we could see that Discover was transferred to Ally, that gave me 0% until the end of the year. So I do keep little note tracks after, or, little notes after. Guys, it's been a week. It has been just one hell of a week. Which you will see once we start getting into the weekly review here. Yes, and of course we had to open up an account for dental needs. Yeah, okay, so back to what we were discussing here. So whenever you see the projected payoffs, these are the accounts that we're talking about on here. And then as I'm working on the account, I just highlight the week. So I think that's enough for there. Okay, so then I move into what I call my yearly dashboard. If anything financial is occurring, it goes on this. The things that I've kept from the previous years would be the holidays, birthdays. Those are in purple. The registration plates, car inspections, so basically anything big that has to deal with the vehicle, those are in the safety cone orange. We could see that we've added transmission. Transmission is new for the month of March. Okay, what else do I got on here? If any of the debts get paid off, they are marked in red. So we can see that we got the mini dumpster, the carpet scrubber, the dryer, all of that got covered in January. This is something new that I started for this year. It used to only be the focus account, so I would only count the perks. And this year I decided that I'm going to start doing all of the little mini balances as well, just because if I didn't, like, January would be bare, and I'd be like, well, why couldn't I get that done in January? And now I know, because, you paid off this, you paid off that, you paid off this. I'm starting to include medical expenses on this as well, just because apparently 2025 is the year of going to the doctor. So we can see that I've already had 4 visits this year. Um, oh yeah, yeah, I guess I gotta put blood work on there too somewhere. I'm not even quite sure when that occurred. Um, yeah, I gotta update this. What else do I got? Okay, I keep track of the credit score, which we could see it has went down. I'm gonna say that's because of applying for and obtaining those 2 new credit accounts that we saw in the notes section, just to cover the dental procedures. And what else did I get? Oh yeah, the 0% offer. Okay, and then of course we got taxes and we got insurance funds. So yeah, it's only a 2-page spread, but it does carry a lot of information. And I mean, this page really does help me keep focus of like what is actually going on in the months. So moving on to the quarterly pages. When I first got these, I didn't really know what to do with these, and because, I mean, like I said, like pretty much everything is kept on this yearly dashboard. So that's why I decided, I was like, okay, well, let's keep track of like how many payments I'm making per month. What's the actual balance of the account that I'm focusing on. And I seriously thought that I could get this perks card paid off no later than February. But as we can see, January and February have been quite busy. My poor bank account is just taking a beating right now. And yeah, so and again, for those of you who do actually pay attention to the amounts, I know yous are like, well, what is going on with the perks amount? Like, how do you go from 733 and you only make, these are the payments right here, that should be the ending balance, and then it's instantly turning into that. The perks card is a card that I actively use for daily spending just because it does give me free gas points. Which normally is a good thing because I normally don't have to pay for gas, but seeing that I have no vehicle right now, gas isn't really a concern. So yes, guys, I have to laugh about it. I have to chuckle about it just so I don't lose my mind. Um, so yeah, that's how quarter 1 is going. Um, Another thing, which I still don't understand where the $50 went to, but I'm going with the balance that the card is telling me that it has. But we could see like we made really good progress on it in January, and then of course all the medical stuff started appearing right around here, so that explains the limited extra payments towards the perks card there. And it's starting to look like that's what March is going to look like too, guys. But I gotta get this thing paid off. I do, because I'm tired of looking at it. Okay, what else? I'm starting to keep track of the actual balances. So the first of every month. So these would be March 1st. This would be February 1st. And so, like, that's why I said this is the interesting thing here. We could see February 1st, the balance was 211. March 1st, it's 120, but I only paid $40. So, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm not arguing with it. The city card was 12. Now we're down to 11. So, I maybe gained like $30 off of that. And oh, let's go back here. Let's see here. That's City D. And we can see, well, the cities I normally, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I paid about $60. Both of them got 60. And I only gained $30 off of my principal. So again, that's interest. The balance transfer card was a lot better. So we can see I got the full 60 on that just because it is 0. So this one has interest, this one does not. Okay, Discover was moved to Ally, And that's what I was saying, like, that's what was scaring me, is because the balance of that thing was going up. Even though I'm paying 100 some every month, the balance just kept going up, so it did get moved on to a 0% offer. But that's why I started tracking this down here, and I am keeping track of the total. So again, January 1st we had 15,000. We've got it down to 14,000, let's say 800. Now we're down to 14,000. We're just going to round up 500. So it is making progress, but again, this does show you that, like, you're basically paying close to 1,000 a month, and I'm maybe gaining about $300 to $400 off my principal. So if you have any opportunity to get your accounts on to lower interest, this should be the proof that it does. The interest does add up, and it adds up quickly. So always take advantage of the 0% offers, guys. I learned too late. Had too much fun in the 20s, and yeah. Here we are. So, another thing that the Hemlock and Oak Planner gives you is this nice little blank page off with the holidays, and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna do seasonal spending, just because I do really enjoy spending for seasonal items. It is like one of my weird habits that I'm trying to break myself of. So I made a little seasonal tracker. So yeah, like January we had the snow removal cost, sweaters and jeans, Valentine's Day decor. Ray still has not told me what he wants for his birthday, so again, that's blank, but his birthday does occur in February, so we're just waiting patiently. I don't know. Um, March, which we will see in my monthly goals. I can think of all the things I want to buy right now. Notice the word want. I want to buy, just because it's spring and you got St. Patrick's Day, and oh, we got the little what does McDonald's have out right now? I'm trying to think of the Shamrock Shakes. I am a huge Shamrock Shake fan. But you know, with everything else going on, I'm trying to convince myself not not to spend. So, yeah. And that's the seasonal spending tracking list right there. Can't wait to see what that actually turns out to be at the end of the year. This is the first time that I'm doing one of these. Um, okay, so I'm gonna do a quick flip through of the previous months. So this is what the pages are going to look like once we start filling them in, and we can see, like, the overviews really do provide it's a lot of space to track a lot of things, guys. Um, the whole only charging what you can cover. Since, you know, I do still use the credit cards, I like taking advantage of the offers and the points and the rewards. I do get a lot of free things. The trick is, though, is to only charge what you can cover so that you don't increase the balances. January was a little sketchy. I had 4 times where I used the card, where I did not have the funds in the bank. And we can see I make little trackers for things that I need to pay on. So, I mean, January actually wasn't really that bad. I did get a lot of things paid off. Again, my monthly layouts, I'll go more into detail on this once we get to March. And this is how I'm creating the weekly layouts. Again, I was in a daily planner before this, so I'm really liking how they're more fun, they're more colorful, and it really does kind of keep me entertained enough to keep coming back and actually focusing on this. I think that's like what one of my main problems was in the other budget planners, is that they were just too boring. I mean, I'm stressed out enough going into this. It's, you know, I gotta keep myself entertained, guys. It's the 5-year-old in me. Okay, so they give you that January overview page, and now you get a monthly review too. And again, like I said, you got so much writing area to actually think about what's going on. January basically was snow. It was just snow and snow and snow. But I mean, like I said, I did get a lot of these things paid. February, which I don't know what I was thinking with this color scheme, guys. I don't know. Um, to me, it is one ugly page. But again, I mean, you do get to keep a lot of information. We could see that I only had one oopsie day in February, so that's good. So that's a lot better than 4. The whole intentions for the month, I did really want to get the perks paid down. I'm close, but again, with all the dental stuff and that didn't happen. I was able to get the Amazon, that's covered. And Maurice's, I got Maurice's paid off too. Yeah, see, these two, and then of course the stupid purchase, that's this. I did get a $70-some hair dryer. I didn't need it. I should have probably put that $70 here on Michael's. But you know, it's what happens. I do keep track of all the online orders, cause I mean, we can see I did have a big improvement here, because again, I told myself like I'm buying too much stuff. I really did not know that I had that many online orders per month. So again, you know, this is why I started listing this stuff. So I did get that down. Again, I, you know, improved, I guess is the word I'm looking for that. Okay, so again, we got the whole monthly layout. So this is February's. Got all that. And again, the weeklies. And it is just, it's so nice to be able to flip through these guys. They are so cute. So this is the week that we are on. I did not get 3 chances for me time on this day. Wednesday was, general mood of the day was happy. I do keep track of the general mood of the day, just because I tend to be an emotional spender. So if I'm having an extremely really good day, I will spend. If I'm having a really bad day, I will spend. It's overwhelmed. Yeah. So, this week started with a root canal. So I got a root canal on Monday, finally. Just been trying to get that for over a month. So yeah, we started with a root canal. And, well, what did we do? Still feeling pretty good by Wednesday. You know, they got the root canal done. No pain. No, there was no pain at all. I took the day off on Tuesday. Had a good day going back to work on Wednesday. Even paid off Maurice's, so we could see that's when that got handled. Thursday, even still pretty decent day. I used my rewards to get some spring items from Bath and Body. So, you know, we could see Wednesday, Thursday having a great time. Friday, not so much. Friday was just so much work drama that it's it's why idiots shouldn't make decisions. But hey, you know what? It is what it is. And well, and then I went to go on break to just get away from the building, you know, just to get away from it, just have that 10-15 minutes of you know, just escaping, and my transmission blew. so I needed to get a tow truck. Stranded alongside the road with all of my transmission fluid just spewing out of the front of the car. Yeah, you know, that was Friday. So yeah, root canal, transmission. We could see that the focus of the week was to pay off the perks account. Like I said, it's a little amount. It's only 120 left, and well, with mystery bills, 3 mystery bills from the dentist. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Hold on, guys. I know who's not on here. Because I know what else I did on Tuesday. See, I told you. Hospital. um, their system was down, so they could not give me a bill. Alright. Okay. So, yeah, I still owe for blood work. See, I told you this was a fun week. Where is my dark gray mild liner? Yeah, how's your week going, guys? How's it going? Okay, so I knew there was something. I told you that earlier in the video that I had to put that on there. So yeah, I took the day off, went and got the blood work done, but again, I got another mystery bill, so no, the perks card was not paid off because I got 3 mystery bills from the dentist, I got a mystery bill from the hospital, and now I have from what I understood, I do not owe on the tow truck because I have AAA, but I got a mystery bill with the transmission. Yeah. My health insurance, the UPMC, which is on automatic payment, that has not went through yet, so I do not get to enter that yet. Yeah, guys, yeah, welcome to March. What I also do is I do list all of the bills. Again, I like doing the monthly layout here just because I list my paydays, so I'm bi-weekly paid, and what I do is from here to here has to be covered with this pay, and simply, like, if I can't cover all of these with that pay, I need to generate income and generate some source of income quickly, or keep a certain amount of income from like the previous pay period. But that's why I like the whole monthly view, just because it, kind of gives me an idea of what's coming up, what needs paid. I did start color coding the differences in the bills. So the savings are in this yellow, the bills are in the blue. Store cards and credit cards I separated this year. The store cards are in that smoky blue, credits in red, and of course the loans are in dark green. Just because I don't know, to me it just made a little bit more sense to color code them. And of course I do list the 3 me times. Because again, if I'm busy spending time on the me times, then it means that I don't have time to spend because I'm preoccupied. I think I did get all the February spending covered. Yes, I did. So if you've noticed these little things here, like the tow truck just has a negative. If it has the negative, it's highlighted and it's crossed out. That means that was a charge on a credit card. So we can see, like right here, the Giant Eagle, they are, these 3 right here are highlighted. So these are on the perks card right now, so they are charges. Since the perks card does not allow me to make payments on Saturday and Sunday. It's a weird account. It's a weird card. None of my other cards work like this. But so those are going to stay highlighted until tomorrow, which is Monday. Let's see here. We made $30 more on the Michaels. We did accomplish that. Okay, so this is March. So yeah, so we can see from February we only had 3 blocks in. Now we got 6. So we are slowly, steadily making progress on Michaels. But now we can see that, the transmission and vehicle is starting to say, hey, look at me. Get one paid off, and they add another. Okay, let's get February all taken care of before we get into March here. So that's pretty much it on the weekly layout. I think I've discussed everything there. For the February review, they have you list memorable moments, which February was really difficult to do this for. Yeah. I guess one of the pluses of this, which I try to look at it like from the bright side, um, yes, I did have lots of dental trips, and like I said, I'm terrified to know what this is actually going to cost in the end. But I do have dental insurance that helps with the cost of the root canal. It doesn't fully cover it, but it's going to at least pay some hundreds of dollars off the bill. Another good moment that we could say from February is having AAA pay for the tow after I blew my transmission. Because, that would have been one more thing for me to pay. So at least, as like I said, as far as I know, the tow was free. I was kind of suckered into getting a AAA membership when I had to return my plate in December. So, in one weird way, I'm kind of glad that I bought it, I guess. Okay, and then the last one would be obtaining a care credit account to assist with medical expenses, because, like I said, I really don't want to add any more onto the other credit cards. So yeah, I mean, I got $5,000 with 0% offers. So, I mean, at least I got somewhere to put all of these bills on. And like I said, I get to focus on paying those off for 2025 now. um, okay, so they give you spots to, what gave you energy this month, what drained you. So we'll go back and forth, okay? So for each good we'll have a bad, okay? So yeah, I got all of the paying fours paid off, which was great until I started a new paying for today. Work drama. We have work drama about bathrooms and illnesses. Yeah. Again, when I'm stressed out, I do spend more, so I gotta focus on those. Okay, so a good thing was paying off the cabinet on Amazon, one more down, right? Okay, so with that, I had tooth pain is slowly getting worse, which it was. Actually enjoying a trip to the dentist. I did. I had a very good trip to the dentist. But the other thing is I've had so many dentist visits. Like, what is it going to cost? Three for the month of February alone. Okay, so I did start a new dental routine. I did acquire a water flosser, which is amazing. I love that thing. Let's see, I had to stock up on soft foods because I'm still not allowed to chew food yet. So that increased my grocery bill. Okay, so yeah, Rob and Dave are our supervisors. Just some people really like get their kicks off of, I guess we will call them the Karens of the work environment. They love to try to cause drama, which they are causing drama, and then the supervisors come in to try to take care of the drama, and then you point out, like, this is what's actually wrong, and you simply state that you've been asking for this to get fixed for 5+ years. And yeah, so basically they were trying to reprimand us, and it kind of backfired. So I mean, yeah, that was a good thing. That kind of gave me energy because it was funny. Yeah, so then the cold weather has returned with snow. That drained me. Welcome to my life, guys. I know I can't be the only one. Okay, so yeah, I finally got the root canal, okay? Like I said, after like 8 weeks, I finally got a root canal because I broke my tooth in my sleep because I was grinding my teeth from work stress. So yeah, finally got a root canal, no more pain, yay. And then I counter that with, remind me, why did I need an $80 hair dryer? True. Should not have bought it. I bought it because I was stressed out. Yeah, having AAA cover the cost of a tow, that was good. Yay, finally got to use the AAA that I paid $100 to get. So yeah, I got my $100 back. Yeah, blowing the transmission out while on break. Who God knows what that's gonna cost. So, my lessons, my thoughts, my growth moments for February. Um, is I've really been somebody who skipped routine checkups. I have. I had a really bad dentist when I was a kid. Basically scared the living crap out of me, and there was like nothing you could do to get me to a dentist until I broke my tooth in my sleep. So my theory was, why pay if nothing's wrong? And yeah. To me, I after my experience for February, I got a feeling that my overall cost for the dental work would have been much lower if all of this was caught sooner. Maybe there was like an actual like chip or something, like a crack or something. Like maybe something was actually wrong with my tooth and weakened it. And maybe somebody would have caught this if I would have actually went to the dentist, like you're supposed to. And maybe they could have prevented it instead of me snapping a giant chunk of it off in my sleep. All of this could have been prevented, guys. It probably could have. Another thing that I've learned for the month of February is it was such an anxiety-filled month. It was. I mean, think about it, guys. I'm running around. I literally have half a tooth in my mouth. I'm in pain. I'm going to dentist like no tomorrow. February was also the month of illness. Then we got the work drama. Granted, I wrote this before I blew the transmission. But, yeah, no, we got mystery dentist bills, basically mystery, vehicle expenses now. The one thing that I was surprised with is that I was able to keep the extra spending, down to a bare minimum. It was really the hairdryer. That's really all I bought this month. So I'm impressed. I'm impressed with how I reduced my online shopping for the month. I really think it was the pain, though. I really think that the pain made me go to sleep, and, like, you know, if I'm taking naps, I can't spend. So I really think that's the reason why. But hey, it works. Okay, so going into further the reflection here, and again, I do use the YNAB app, and it calculates everything for me, which has just been so nice, because my math skills suck. Uh, again, how I got into this problem. It's probably a factor. But, you know, YNAB calculates everything for me once I enter in all the information. So we can see that the total spending was $2,679. And let's go back into January here. We can see January was $3,400. So yeah, big difference. Big difference right there. So that's nice. With rent, to me, this one looks a lot better. Because we could see in January it was the home, decor, and care, coal, scrubber, rent, nicotine, and then miscellaneous stuff. Were my top 5 spending categories. To me, that's not good. That's a red flag there. These things should not be costing more than my rent. So, yeah, it was nice seeing that rent was the top category. Yeah, so it's mainly rent. We got heating, electric. Let's see, I was wanting to see what the heating was. 190. Oh, I don't have it on here, but I could go into here and see. So 160, so $30 extra. That's actually not that big of a jump there. I mean, $30, but to me, I was like, wow, that's a lot. So yeah, actually not that big of a jump. So yeah, and again, I just write like little review notes here. So again, I was happy to see that the overall spending for February was much lower than last month. It's $798, so $800 less. It also seems that I only spent $50 less towards my debts. So I did go through and like calculate how much I was paying towards them. So the reduction was actually in, and again, I have there are so many disruptions. So even my writing doesn't make sense, guys. It's either the phone going off, coworkers, Ray, everything. So okay, so yeah, I really only spent $50 less towards my debts. So the reduction was actually in unnecessary, wasn't actually unnecessary spending. Okay, so, or was it unnecessary? I think the reduction was unnecessary spending. That's what I'm trying to say in this paragraph. Okay. So, yeah, what I was worried about was seeing that I spent $800 less from January to February, and I was like, "Oh man, that must be the additional debt payments," because, we saw earlier where it was like 200 plus 50 or some for, and then only 50 for February. It turns out that it was only $50 less. So if I would have paid $50 more towards perks for the month of February, I still would have equaled what I paid towards my debts in January. So that's what I was calculating right here. Is it's actually not that big of a difference. So the reduction, the $800, was actually unnecessary spending, which is good. That's good. That's what I want to see. Um, Okay, so another thing that was concerning me, and I think it's because of all the long trips going back and forth to the dentist, they are an hour away. So for some weird reason, I kept thinking to myself, like, I was overspending in gas, and I didn't even spend $100. I only spent $85 in gas for the entire month, so that was kind of nice to see. It's $85 more than what I'm used to spending, because again, I do get free gas with the Perks card. But with the timing, because you have to get the 30 gallons all at once if you're going to do it, and my tank was like half full, and then you had to take the trip, and then so I had to add more gas to make the trip. So I wasn't able to use my perks, my gas points, to cover the expenses. And like I said, in one weird way, now I'm kind of happy because I don't know if I have a transmission in the car. So, in one weird way, it kind of worked out. Um, okay, so for next month, the plans is I'm averaging around $750 to $800 towards my debts each month. I want to try to increase that to 1,000 for March, just because I really want to start rolling with these accounts. I'm tired of being stuck on the Perks card. That should not be taking me 3 months to pay that off, but as we can see with January and February especially, there's other things that are taking priorities. I also need to keep a lookout for all those mystery medical bills. Because who knows what they're gonna be. I'm thinking probably around 3,000. 4,000 at the highest. I'm gonna say averaged 3,000. So yeah, I get to look for that. Okay, I am gonna take a quick break before we get into March, guys. Which March should be simple. It happened in it, but I do need a break. I need a little glass of water. Alrighty, almost done with this week's review, guys. Almost done. Made it to March. Um, so basically, the boundaries that I'm trying to set for March is which again, I am a seasonal, I'm an emotional spender. Spring is right around the corner and I am getting excited for it. So my main boundary for March will be to keep a close eye on my seasonal spending. Seasonal clothing, seasonal decorations, seasonal snacks, seasonal drinks. I basically got to try to figure out how to enjoy the season without spending. Especially with the transmission and the dentist and, all of that. Again, priorities. So the 3 ways that I'm carving out self-care for this month is I need to finish my Starry Night painting. I do want to return to tanning, which tanning does cost money, but it's been too much. it has been 2 months since I've last tanned. I do miss it. And it does improve my mood. So I do want to try to figure out how to resume that. And of course, extra reading time because, I got a really good book series. And like I said, normally, minus the tanning. Tanning does cost money. But normally my self-care doesn't cost anything. So it keeps me from spending. The intentions that I have for the month, the milestones that I'm focusing on is that, well, first, I can't believe that I'm still working on the perks account. To me, that should have been paid off February. So I do really need to get that thing paid off. I know I say it every month. And then, of course, I need to keep working on the store cards. Michael's, for me, is first for the month. Just because it's something that I bought in December. I really need to get it paid off. Fortunately, the transmission from Auto Advance, this is 0%, where Michael's is not, so I am going to focus on Michael's first. And then, like I said, Auto Advanced is 0%. And again, the main goal, the habit here, which is why there's really no habits in the habits section, is to only charge what you can cover. Which March is not starting off great, guys. It's not starting off good. It's like March Madness. What's the other saying that March comes in like a lion, goes out like a lamb? So I'm kind of hoping this is the lion part of it, and like we can end March by saying like, all these good things happened. Please, because I need a break. After February, I need a break. Okay, so another thing that I do add on to these pages is I do the wants versus needs. And again, going back to January, we can see HP photo paper has made it through January. In February, it is now listed for March. I'm probably going to have to buy it by the end of March, but I mean, we can see I did not need to buy it in January. I've given up on the capsule closet. I have so many clothes. I don't need it. So it's not even on the list. Of course, the collagen and vitamins, those are coming up. I'm not even quite sure how to list a transmission because we're checking to see if it's just the cooling system, if it's a hose. But they're rebuilding that right now. So an actual transmission may end up on this list. So I'm waiting to see what happens today. That's currently going on while I'm filming. And of course, these are the things that I need to pay off. And again, we can see like January was full of them. So I did get a lot of them taken care of in January. And then of course, Michael's and Maurice's went to February. So we can see there, but those two got paid off. So Michael's is really the only one left standing. And of course you add on the transmission parts from Advanced Auto. So like I said, I get one paid off and then we add more. But yeah, and we've already got the online spending starting for March. But I mean, hopefully this is it, guys. Hopefully this is it. So this is how the month of March is looking for me. Again, I separate the savings bills, store cards, credit cards, and loans. I just did everything in green for this one. Again, I'm not quite sure what's going on with UPMC. They are automatic, so I don't know if it's because it's Sunday. I don't know, so that should be appearing. And now I gotta start focusing on these bills here, getting these handled, taken care of, so I don't miss any payments. And that gets us to next week's layout, which is already set up, ready to go. As you can see, I don't even have a focus and intention for this week yet, just because I'm still trying to survive this current week. Make a choice, take a chance, see a change. I think I think once I kind of know what's going on with the mystery bills, I'm just gonna start sneaking um like $20 extra payments onto the perks card since I do only owe 120 left on it. And I'm just gonna try that method instead of the full 50 and see if it's easier to sneak money onto that debt that way. So, yeah. That is what we're rolling into March with, guys. What a year. Thank you for reviewing the year with me. So, again, guys, I hope that you enjoy these reviews. I hope you at least get a chuckle out of them at my expense, of course. And again, thank you so much for watching. I do greatly appreciate it. And please remember to hit that like and subscribe button to see next week's budget review.